This scene from Coco has a little secret. Remember when Miguel and Hector realized they were family? It's simple, but the director would just reveal how adding one hilariously weird detail made the moment better, and you never noticed. Welcome to Animation Hustle, the place where we dive into the funny and untold stories behind your favorite animated movies and TV shows. So to make Coco, Pixar animators really struggled. It turns out one of the hardest things to animate were the skeletons. In the movie, they're funny, but behind the scenes, the animators had to get weird to make them work. Every single detail was thought out. First, they wanted to get the right amount of jiggle in the bones. Then, adding clothes on top of that created more, problems. The director explained how the biggest challenge was animating the skeletons in emotional scenes, like this one.
I forgot what that felt like.
We struggled for a long time to figure out how to give them some form of lips. We don't want to just give them lips. We needed to find something that still felt skull-like. We didn't want characters looking like this through the whole film. It's like, how do you do sad? You have to have a range of expression, or we felt that way anyway.
It turns out it's really hard to make facial expressions with a skeleton, so they had to do something unexpected. They gave them eyes.
Does it make sense that they have eyes? No. If the skeleton characters didn't have eyes, the audience would not be able to connect with them on an emotional level. I just figured if I made skeletons with eyes, the audience would maybe, when they first saw them, go, oh, that's weird, they have eyes. Okay, they have eyes. And then that's it. They go off and watch the rest of the story.
This sounds obvious, but the director had to do something creepy to prove it would work, and the results are kind of hilarious.
And I took a shot from the film where Hector is talking to Miguel, and it's a very emotional scene. I rendered it twice, one the way it is in the film, and then one where we turned off the eyes. So he's saying all the same things. He's acting beautifully. The animation is lovely, but there are no eyes. The two don't compare.
So this...
We're... family?
becomes this.
We're... family?
One thing about Pixar movies that I didn't really appreciate was how they don't make any assumptions. And this eye thing is a great example. You could assume that audiences will be okay with seeing skeletons with eyes, but at the end of the day, you don't really know what people will accept. So Pixar typically goes above and beyond when it comes to developing their worlds and setting expectations for their audience, and really making sure that everything is as clear as possible and everybody understands everything. It's funny that the eyes and mouth were such a big deal when a character like Jack Skellington is the same thing but has none of that. I'm curious to know why you guys think one works one way and one works the other way. But that is all the time I have for today. Check the description for links and check out this video for another behind the scenes Pixar detail that you probably didn't know about.